What's up, YouTube? So before we get started, on Undisputed, they're going to be talking about LeBron James and how he's going to be sitting out and whether he should be sitting out or not. So let's see what they have to say.
This is LeBron cannot fall prey to this. And a lot of people say, well, I don't know what LeBron is playing for. He should just take the rest of the year off. Now, a lot of people in the media that's saying LeBron should take the rest of the year off were those that criticized him when he was taking time off to rest.
Sure.
Oh, LeBron, I can't believe you would do this. Michael Jordan never rested. Oh, Karl Malone never rested.
Shannon, the reason why people are saying that is because when last year, when LeBron James was sitting out, he was doing like mid-season of last year. He wasn't hurt. They were going to be playing for the playoffs. They're most likely going to make the playoffs. So there's no reason why he shouldn't be playing. You don't take time off just because your coach wants you to rest for the playoffs. And it's like pretty much mid-season. That's why people were saying that. Also, they were saying that people come to see you play, especially during the away games. There might be some people, some fans that can't come see you in Cleveland or in Los Angeles if, you know, might not have the money to do it. So this might be the only time fans get to see LeBron James play. And if he's not playing, that's a disappointment. On the other hand, what people are saying now, why LeBron James should possibly be playing is because, or shouldn't be playing, is because, for one thing, he's coming off a decent injury. They have nothing to play for. And he should probably just sit it down. They're not going to the playoffs. He's hurt. There's no need to risk injury. This year was bad enough. You don't want to have him be hurt going to the next season. So that's why people were saying what they're saying. And also, while you want to talk about Michael Jordan, I think Michael Jordan went years of playing every single game. And I think his last 3 years, he played every single game. So you want to talk about sitting down and resting. Michael Jordan never rested. That's why people say that, Shannon. It's exactly why people say that. So let's keep going on.
Bird, Magic Johnson, all the greats, they played. Now, you want LeBron to take time off. LeBron James gonna play and play very, very well, I might ask.
I also think that Shannon probably wants LeBron James to play because he's trying to reach, for one thing, get Kobe. He's trying to get Kobe's all-time score on the scoring list, and he's got about 1,000 points to go. And he wants LeBron James to get to up Kareem Abdul-Jabbar's number, his score stats, which LeBron's going to need to score about, 6,000 more points to get to Kareem. So I think that's why Shannon probably wants that push. So let's keep going.
If you saw that. Did you see Saturday Night, Skip Bayless?
I watched every dribble of it.
27 minutes, a little under 28 minutes. 12, I think 27-46. 30, 10, and 12.
Quietest 30 I've ever witnessed.
That's what he do to you. You don't even know it, Jenny.
No,
He done paper cut you so many times. You walk out of there and the judge, you think you just like, what happened? Did I not eat? LeBron done nicked you to death.
Nicked you to death.
Nicked him to death, Skip Bayless.
So I know Shannon's not trying to throw up some numbers like LeBron's doing something special. He's not doing anything special. Okay, and I'll prove it to you. So LeBron's 34 years old, correct? Yes, he is. And let's take a look at the guy that LeBron says he's better. The guy that he says he's the GOAT over, Mr. Michael Jordan. So let's look at Michael Jordan when he was 34 years old. This is what Michael Jordan accomplished. He was NBA champion. He got his 6th ring. His 3rd ring in a row. He was NBA Finals MVP. He was NBA MVP. He made the NBA All-Star team. He was NBA All-Star Game MVP. All NBA first team. NBA All Defensive first team. An NBA scoring champ. And LeBron. What are you doing? Scoring 27 points a game? Something like that? Whatever Shannon just said? And you're not making the playoffs. But you're the GOAT. You're not even going to make the playoffs, LeBron. So let's keep going.
Guess what, Skip? When LeBron James was on the court, they're plus 11. When he was off the court, guess what he was, Skip Bayless? Minus 24. So he's still that guy. Don't let this see.
I was just looking at the final score.
Okay, but you can't be the guy, okay? You can't be anybody if you're not even making the playoffs. You're not even making the playoffs. And the only real excuse he would have, the only real legitimate excuse LeBron James might have for not making the playoffs is because he was hurt for a month. because they were doing all right. I think they were sitting in the 4th or 5th seed before he got hurt on Christmas Day. So you can't be that guy if you're not even going to make the playoffs. And you can't use the excuse, well, he doesn't have anybody. Because he didn't really have anybody last year. And he made it to the finals. So you can't go there. Let's keep going.
Or because I lost it. I couldn't remember because I
Did you not hear what I said?
120 to 107.
Did you not hear what I said?
Thank you.
LeBron James, when he was on the court, was plus 11. When he was off, he was minus 24.
Yeah.
Here's Jenny. What the final score, Skip?
Maybe should have played more minutes.
So that's 13. That's 13 points right there, Skip Bayless. You can count. I know you're English major.
That's right, Skip. He's getting closer to Kobe. But I doubt he's going to touch Kareem. I doubt it. Let's keep going.
But you can count on simple addition. But anyway, Skip Bayless,
The Lakers
you know what's going to
are
happen.
30 and 36.
Yes.
30 and 36.
Okay, your point
That's
is?
enough.
The point is, they're not even at 500. That's the point, Shannon.
You know, I am actually shocked at how trusting you are of all the information that has been disseminated by the Los Angeles Lakers. And Ernestine always says, I have trust issues, and I do, because I'm always too suspicious.
Yeah.
I'm very suspicious, highly suspicious of all of the above. And again, I've told you many times, as you're finding out about this job that we do, that you're younger in than I am. I've been doing this for a long time. The hardest part of this job is to know injured or not injured. It's just impossible because unless we could invent a machine whereby you could hook it up to that player and you could also hook it up to you and feel the pain or feel the problem, there's no way of knowing just how hurt X player is, right? So all of a sudden, look, and again, I'm with you. If there's a blood clot situation going on, that is way beyond basketball.
Yeah.
That is highly serious.
Because they travel quick.
Okay, but it was just so odd to me that at Phoenix, a game they finally lost, Brandon Ingram played all the way home. He played all 12 minutes of the fourth quarter and had another big game. You know, he had another 25 points, 10 and 19 from the field, but made both of his threes, played great in the fourth quarter, 4-7, 1-1 from the three-point line. And I had no indication. It wasn't like he was holding his arm or you know, like I couldn't see anything where it's like, something's going on with BI tonight. Nope. And then 2 days later, they're going to play the Clippers. It was 3 days later, 2 days later, Clippers at home. And all of a sudden they announce after the shoot around, he's out tonight. Really? He's out? Because of what? Well, so they give us some fancy term, DVT, deep vein thrombosis. I don't know. I never even heard of that one before, but if it's blood clots, then that's serious.
Yeah, blood clot for dummies like you. But what did they call blood clots, Skip? They call them the...
You hear Shannon slip that in there? He says they call it blood clots for dumber like you. But anyways, blood clots are definitely not anything you want to play with. That blood clot can definitely break off, go to your heart or go to your brain, and you can literally just drop dead. So that's nothing really to be playing with. And let's keep going. I'll make another comment later.
Killers.
Okay, well, it could be. So if that's going on, that's fine. I just have my suspicions of both B.I. and Lonzo because the Lonzo thing just drags on and on and on. And I hark back to the day that his father sat right here on Undisputed and he just nuked Luke Walton.
Yeah.
He just burned the bridge completely to the ground and basically said, my son ain't playing for Luke Walton.
He announced it.
He turned my son into a loser. Remember that?
So I think probably what's going on here is Lonzo's probably his ankle is probably okay. If not 100% healed, he should be able to at least play, get on there and play through a little bit of pain on the court. But I think the ankle injury was his out to not have to come back and sit out the rest of the season because things weren't necessarily working his way. He's not really living up to everything that he's supposed to be living up to. And everything going on with Luke Walton. And just everything with the team, him being traded. So they're kind of being like, self like, well, if you want to trade me, then I'll just sit down. I'll say, I'll ruin my worth. I'll act like I'm hurt. I'll act like my foot hasn't healed up. I'll ruin my my trading ability, which is going to be the same thing that's going to happen with Ingram, because that's going to be very hard to convince another team to take a guy that has the type of same issue that Chris Bosh had, and it ended Chris Bosh's career. So I think everything combined, I think Ball, he's really just sitting out because, in spite of the team, which I don't blame him because they're going to try to screw you over and screw you and trade you. You kind of going to have to do what you got to do. But let's keep going.
Oh, yes.
So that was the turning point. That was the last straw where Magic Johnson, Rob Pelinka, Jeannie Buss probably sat back and said, okay, this is not going to work. Somebody's going to have to go. Is it going to be Luke? Is it going to be Lonzo?
Yeah.
And I think they just made the call at that point. Let's just shut it down for this because by then it was starting to teeter and then it fell completely off the map. And so Lonzo just turned his ankle over. It was at Houston. They just won at Oklahoma City, and they're in position to win at Houston. Yes. So I was seeing the kids do some nice things, right?
So was I.
Okay. And it went to overtime at Houston, and Kyle Kuzma kind of disappeared in overtime and then had a bad turnover at the end, or they might have won it in overtime.
Right.
Okay. Were the Rockets teetering a little bit? Okay, I'll give you that. But still, the point was that Lonzo just turned his ankle over, and I keep telling you about how many times have I watched LeBron James just turn his ankle over, and he just kind of shakes it off, and he just keeps going.
Right.
And again,
well, so there's been a couple of videos made, and I'll probably make a video on why LeBron James hasn't had any significant injuries up until now. Even though he's rolled his ankles and done all types of things. He just seems to be hasn't gotten hurt in 16 years, which is amazing. He's also seems to have gotten bigger and stronger and faster the older he's got. That's amazing. Is this some type of genetic freak? I bet you so it's Florida trips that kept him going. So he needs to refer Lonzo Ball to his doctor in Florida. No, that building burnt down, right? With all his paperwork in there, with his initials on there. But I think we'll leave that for another video. And I forgot to say allegedly. So let's keep going.
Has he been Iron Man? He's been Iron Man.
Right.
Has Lonzo been Iron Man? He has not been Iron Man.
No.
He can be a little willowy and a little soft sometimes.
He's made of paper mache.
Okay, he just might be. So is that going to be a problem going forward? It well might be. But the point is, it feels to me like there is some tanking going on here. And it's shocking to me because it's hard to compute in my psyche that a LeBron James team with LeBron still healthy and playing basketball is tanking.
And still playing at a high level.
Okay.
Don't leave that off.
All right, I'll give you that. He's still putting up those numbers. I don't know if I'll give you high level, but I'll give you the numbers.
27, 8, and 8.
Okay.
A season that Kobe Bryant has never had.
Right.
Michael Jordan has only had one of those such seasons. Did you know?
But Shannon, I already told you what was happening with Michael Jordan at the same age and everything he was doing. So don't bring up other players when your dog's not even making the playoffs. And don't bring up Kobe because Kobe's putting in his work with the Lake Show. He's putting in his work. So leave that man's name out your mouth when your dog's not even making the playoffs. When he's been going 8 years in a row. It just doesn't look good, Shannon. It doesn't look good with anything that you say. Because it can be countered by pretty much any simple argument. So let's keep going.
As great as Michael Jordan is, he's only had one season in which he's had 8 rebounds, 8 assists in a season. And LeBron is playing trash and got that right now.
If you put Michael Jeffrey Jordan at age 34 on this team, there is no way it's missing the playoffs, even if he had missed 18 games.
Thank you, Shannon. Skip. Thank you very much. Let's keep going.
Put LeBron James in year 13, which would have been the equivalent of Michael Jordan being 13, and they no way they missing the playoffs.
Age 34 season, Mike played all 82 games. Who knew?
Well, put it with those G Leaguers. How many G Leaguers Michael Jordan played with?
He would lift them all up.
Yeah, lift them up.
1-on-5. He'd tell them just to sit. He'd just play by himself.
Well, why did he lift those?
So, Shannon, if Michael Jordan was playing, they wouldn't be in this position to begin with. They wouldn't be just short, not even just short, but they wouldn't be not able to make the playoffs if Michael Jordan was playing. So we don't even have to bring up that hypothetical. We don't have to bring that up. So let's keep going.
All you got to do is make the 8 spot.
You know what, Skip Bayless? I agree with you. Yeah. You're right. He would have lifted them up. But I just wonder why he couldn't lift those up in Washington. For 2 years, he couldn't lift those guys. NBA players, Jared Stackhouse.
38 and 39.
Shannon, that man was 168 years old when he was playing in Washington. How could you bring that up? How could you bring that up? That means you have zero argument if you got to bring up Mike's old years. Let's keep going.
But he was the guy. He's the greatest player ever, Skip.
No, he's taken 3 years off. You can't take 3 years off.
Well, look, you
can't smoke cigars. You can't smoke cigars. I'm warning LeBron. You cannot smoke cigars. I'm warning you.
So I need to put
I'm warning you.
I need to put the other stuff down, too?
Yeah, Shannon, come on. You know better.
Oh, my bad. Hold on, Skip.
This guy
You know what, Skip Bayless? You just told, now, when we first came at Jenny's before you came on here.
Okay.
We used to feel it. You did a great job filling in, Jenny.
Thanks.
Skip Bayless told me, what did Larry Bird call Michael Jordan? I said, he called him Jesus and sneakers. You mean to tell me Jesus and sneakers at age 38, 39 could not lift the Washington Wizards to a playoff?
No. He had he had no lift, period.
What?
He had no lift.
Minute.
Hold on. What year was that?
So wait a minute, Shannon, to use your logic, so you're trying to clown Michael Jordan because he couldn't take his team to the playoffs when he was as old as he was when he played in the NBA, which is what, 38, 39? But your boy LeBron James can't even get his players to the playoffs right now at 34. So how could you say anything, Shannon? Let's keep going.
Let's get back to the business at hand. Sorry about this, but let's look at what's happening with these Lakers.
What happened?
Okay.
It's beautiful to watch. It's perfect. It's the perfect closing scenario. Let's just do the hypothetical. They're 30 and 36 with 16 games left. What if they lose all 16 games, which I think is highly possible?
That ain't highly possible.
It's
Stop
highly
saying
possible.
that.
Kind of is, though.
It kind of is. It's kind of like smelling like Tank City here.
Kind of is.
Yeah, kind of is. If they lose all 36, they could fall as far, to me, if I have to do the hypothetical, but they could have the 6th worst record, which would improve their chances of hitting the lottery and landing Zion at 11%. That would improve their chances to 11%, which is pretty good.
Yeah.
Give the LA Lakers 11% chance. You know, with the league office and all the shenanigans.
You know what, Skip? See, there you go with your conspiracy. Your conspiracy.
Once upon a time, that did happen. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that happened with the Knicks and Patrick Ewing.
That's what I'm saying. But if that happened,
It would be nice, but I don't picture the Lakers being able to pick up Zion. I just don't see it happening. I don't see it happening. Let's keep going.
and this time you'd say, "Oh, there it goes again." The Lakers with an 11% chance just hit the lottery, and they got Zion. Okay. And it's beautiful because LeBron can still play his 30x. What did he play?
He played 28.
28 minutes. So 30-ish, you said 28 to 32. So if he can do that, just as long as he gets his triple-double numbers, especially the big one is the 30.
He wasn't even trying.
He is chasing Kobe.
Okay, so Shannon, if LeBron wasn't even trying and he got 30, that means that's a problem. That means he should be trying and giving 100%. Maybe he could have got 50. 55, 60 points. And then they would have won the game and they would have been closer to making the playoffs or had a better push. So don't set your guy up like that and saying he wasn't even trying and got 30 points. That doesn't look good. Let's keep going.
He is chasing Kareem on the all-time point list.
We better shoot past Kobe. We ain't worried about Kobe. We worried about
so
Capital.
you're going to shoot past him. You're worried about getting to Kareem.
Yes.
Okay, so what is it like to you? You can let LeBron chase them while the team is chasing down for Zion.
But
what a beautiful strategy.
Yeah, but just help me understand. You were one of the ones that criticized LeBron for resting. Rob Parker, so many of the media, why would LeBron rest? None of the all-time greats rest. Now you want him to sit out the last 16 games.
Okay, but that's when the priority was just winning. Now it's not winning, it's just chasing. It's just setting
rest
records.
Is rest. So as long as he rests on your timeline,
he rests
on what they approve.
Wait, he rests on defense is where he rests.
Okay, he rests on defense, but you have no problem.
Yep.
If it's okay with you for him to rest, we got no problem with that. But if he wants to rest because of maybe, you know what, I got a little nick, I could play, but I might do more harm than good, that's a problem.
Okay.
Exactly. If you have a neck, you hurt, like the injury that he had to sit out a month for, you probably want to sit that out and get the healed up if you're not really playing for anything. I know you played with pride and all that, but they're not playing it. They're not going to make the playoffs. Like I said, he already had a major injury. He already sat out a month. You don't want to get that, aggravate that even more to where something could happen to where he's not ready to play next year. That's not the same as what he did in Cleveland last year, where he sat out a few games in the middle of the season and he wasn't hurt. And they were playing to go to the playoffs. So let's keep going.
Well, he doesn't play any defense. They play no
Did he
defense.
play defense on Friday night? I mean, on Saturday night? He sure